Next case on the docket. Georgia woman has a encounter with some kids on the expressway, and this is what happened.
Griffith turned herself in after police released this photo. She faces several charges. She said all began May 1st on I-20 eastbound in Carroll County that afternoon. Ashland says the driver was irate when their car changed lanes and they almost collided.
So she comes up beside us and she just cussing us out, rolled her window down, shooting birds. She had her little kids in the back shooting birds.
Ashland shot one back. They recorded video of the shooter pointing a gun at them. Police say 30-year-old Brittany Griffith shot Ashland near the Chapel Hill Road exit, hitting her in the head. Prosecutors said Griffith went to get her nails done right after the shooting. I was in court when the judge asked her about that.
Do you want to say why in the world you would go and shoot somebody and then go get your nails done?
Griffith had no comment. Prosecutors also said Griffith had her small kids in the car when she fired.
Now, I don't know how upset I should be about this, but I do know I should be upset. So you thought that it was a good decision to shoot in a car full of teenagers. And not only did you shoot in this car full of kids, because you were childish, you shot a bird. What kind of 8th grade shit is that? The fact that you shot a bird at somebody on the expressway. Why was that okay? So because they did to you what you did to them, in your head, you came to the conclusion that these kids need to die? Is that really your thought process, man? And not only did you shoot at these kids with your kids in the car, you went and got your nails done after you had possibly taken the life of someone's baby. You a no good ass bitch. And I know that's rough. And I know some people don't like women to be called bitches. And I'm not a fan of it either. But I don't know what else you supposed to call this woman. I don't know what else she could possibly be than a no good bitch. Because that's what you are, man. You's a gutter bitch. To shoot in the car of these babies and then go get your nails done. And you knew what you did was wrong because you threw the gun in the river. So you knew, so it ain't like you didn't know what you did was wrong. It ain't like you had no remorse and no sympathy either because you went and got your nails done. Like it was nothing. Like taking the life of someone else's baby was just another day at the park for you. I hope, I wish, and if I didn't think God would frown upon it, I would even pray that everything bad that could possibly happen in jail happens to you, man. That's what I hope. I hope because you have destroyed multiple lives with your actions. Multiple lives. This girl who got shot, she has to live with that bullet wound in her head for the rest of her life. She has to live with the trauma of that moment for the rest of her life. The other kids in that car got to live with the trauma of what you did for the rest of their life. Your kids who were in the car who saw their mother try to take the life of another human for nothing have to live with that trauma for the rest of their lives. Those kids have to walk around for the rest of their lives with the vision of their mother firing a weapon out of a moving vehicle into the car of 3 teenagers, 3 babies. Ain't like they hit you, ain't like they pulled a gun on you, ain't like they chased you down. You did this because you's a gutter bitch. That's what you are. And you should be dealt with accordingly. Now, of course, I don't want you to die because that would be too easy. I hope nobody's planning on killing this woman. I don't want her to, I want to be 100% clear. The court does not want the death sentence for this woman. That would be too easy. That would be letting her off the hook way too easy. But I want her to get shanked. Let me back that up. I want her to be talked to aggressively in prison. I want her to have the type of conversation to where there's no misunderstanding about her behavior. I want some other convicts to have the type of conversations with her to where she constantly thinks about her actions. I want some other convict to have the type of conversations with her to where she's scared to even think about negativity in relation to somebody else's child. I want them to have the type of conversations with her to make you get out the bed every morning and slowly limp to the toilet as you reflect upon why you there. That's the type of conversations I want other convicts to have with her. Because you a thug out here in these streets. I really want to see how much a thug you are while you in prison with real thugs. So ma'am, I find you guilty of simply being a gutter bitch. Next case. Seems like that was the last case on the docket for the day. So if there's no further business for the court, bailiff, we can adjourn.